Hello and welcome to a brand new YouTube channel. Welcome to Geek Reviews. So this is a channel which will be eventually full of reviews from geeky products and related stuff like that. So we'll be reviewing sort of action figures, magazines, comics, stuff like that. We may even do like a review of a film or a DVD box set. And you just never know what you might find. However, we have a sort of short-term plan for the next few videos that will be uploaded, as it was recently Force Friday, so mega Star Wars day, where all of the new merchandise got released. And I couldn't help myself, and I did my sum. Not a lot though, but we do have a couple of videos. So we will start with the Black Series Luke Skywalker Jedi Master costume. So this is based on his costume from the end of Force Awakens. The Black Series is a highly detailed, highly articulated range of Star Wars figures. There's hundreds, I think, of them, or getting to that sort of mark. Priced at $24.99 each. They used to be $19.99, but they put the price up. Yeah, and as I say, really sort of detailed and really articulated figures. Probably, in my opinion and a lot of people's opinion, the best action figures for Star Wars that you can get are the Black Series. So this is Jedi Master Luke Skywalker. So we have the black box and the sort of white logo at the top. I think this is new compared to other ones. We have this nice little picture, sort of image of Luke himself. It's very nice. And we can also see the figure here. On the side it just says Luke Skywalker Jedi Master, and on the other side it has the number, which is number 46, and it is Luke Skywalker Jedi Master. On the back we can see the number again and a bit about the Luke Skywalker. So, after tragedy destroyed his attempt to rebuild the Jedi Knights, Luke Skywalker vanished from the galaxy. Now the Resistance needs his help to thwart the efforts of the evil First Order. And then it's also in 3 other different languages there, so a little bit about Luke and that he went missing. And then on the bottom here we have warning, not for children 0 to 3, and of course Hasbro, starwars.com, starwars.hasbro.com, Disney. So that is the box for the Luke. It's a sort of bog standard box. I don't think sort of Black Series really do any special boxes unless it was the 40th range. But yeah, so now let's move on to the figure itself, and I do actually have 2 of these, and I decided to buy it to buy 2, one to keep in box and one to display. So let's start. The first thing I noticed about this figure when putting it out of the packaging was this. The cloak isn't actually like attached at all, and as you can see it's got quite sort of a lot of knitting going in. It's a bit stretchy, and it doesn't like attach like that or anything. So the issue is you do just have to balance it on his head. However, that looks a bit stupid, so I did this. If you just sort of turn the top of it sort of like that, and then put it just like that, that looks a bit better. That is the only issue I have with the figure, so we'll get the issue out of the way. That is it. But the detailing here on the face and the face sculpt is excellent. I've been waiting for this figure since the end of Force Awakens. I walked out of cinema thinking I need that Luke figure, and 1.5 years later here he is. But the paint apps on my figure particularly are perfect. There's literally nothing wrong with it. Also the detail in there. Moving down to the cloak, in pictures from like the Last Jedi, Luke does have a darker cloak, so maybe this might be too light. However, this was how he was seen in the Force Awakens, so he must have this at some point. We can also see his hand, his sort of electronic metal hand, nicely detailed here. It has changed a lot since like Return of the Jedi, but we'll see how that goes. And on the belt we have some nice detailing as well. I notice that on the side here there is a sort of little hook. I'm guessing that is for a lightsaber, however he doesn't come with any accessories. So I wonder if he'll have a lightsaber in the film. So this is a nice cream, sort of grey, cream, white cloak, and I do think it's quite a nice look. And then of course we have the robes here. So the articulation on the Black series, let's start with sort of the top half. The head, it moves 360 round, and it's sort of on like a ball point, so it goes up and down, and of course side to side and up and down. Moving on to the arms, at the shoulders here we have a complete 360, which again is on a ball point, so you can have it whichever way you like, up and down. It doesn't really go side to side, but sort of does. On the I can't remember what it's called. This bit is on a ball point, so it goes 360 up and down, and again it can go side to side depending on which way you turn it. The hand goes all the way around and is on some sort of like little joint there, so it can go like that, or it can go up and down. And then of course that's the same for the left arm. We have a little bit of a sort of hip movement, I guess. Not sure why you'd want that, but it does sort of just pop back to the original pose. And then here on the legs we can see a double jointed knee articulation. We also have a sort of thigh, or we don't. Does this move? Nope. As you can see, there's sort of a line there. How it doesn't move. The legs do come up off, sort of. Well, not off. They do come aside. Obviously, there's not really much room for them to go forward or backwards. In the feet, we can see that it is on a sort of weird. I've always found this a bit weird on the back, so it's like the back of it does that. So I'm not really sure why, and then of course it has the joint there, and that is of course the same for the other foot. So that is the articulation. I do like the articulation in these because you can do them in numerous amount of poses. So yeah, it's all good. Now £25 is completely worth it for this figure. There have been figures in the past that have been like, well, £25. Maybe not. However, Luke is definitely one worth getting. I think it will be one that sells out. Obviously, some of the Force Awakens figures, I think it was Rey with BB-8, General Hux, Kylo Ren, Flame Trooper, and Stormtrooper, mostly bad paint apps that ended up in home bargains for $5.99. However, I really can't see any of these doing that, unless sort of Kylo Ren maybe from this wave. That's the only one that I can see doing that. But no, I do think Luke is one worth getting, and obviously he's going to be a main character, and it's always nice to have a Luke on your shelf. So let me know what you think of this Black series. My only bugbear is that the cloak just doesn't look right if you just sort of pop it on his head, unless you would do it like that. But I don't know if I want to display it like that. But I did have it sort of, so he had his hands there, and he was sort of taking it off. However, I can't get it back in that pose. The hands, I find that you can slightly bend them back, and then they, of course, just bend back into place. I would have maybe have liked a lightsaber. However, if he doesn't use it in the film, you know, there's not really much point. But apart from that, it is a really, really nice figure. It is up there. I don't have many Black series. However, my favourites are sort of Qui-Gon from obviously episode 1. Also the Stormtrooper Shock Battle Trooper from Battlefront is one of my favourites, so this is definitely in the top 3, and is definitely one worth getting. I love the paint on it. So yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this review. Let me know what you think of this Black series. Let me know if you've bought it. Buy it before it sells out. I'm sure it will be one that sells out from this range. So thank you for watching the first ever Geeks Review video. I hope you subscribe. Please subscribe. There'll be a lot more videos like this. We will be having quite a lot of Star Wars. Our next few videos are all going to be Star Wars based products. All from The Last Jedi. We have a few. This is the only Black series we have at the moment. And then we have some basic figures from the 3.75 inch basic line. I think that's it. Funko Pops. I only have 2, and they are the Porg Chase variant and the Chewbacca Flocked, exclusive to Smith's Toy Superstore. Both of which I will not be unboxing, so I maybe will mention them in the next video, but definitely will not be unboxing them due to their rareness. Well, the Flock Chase one anyway. However, we also will have a Force Z-Box come in around the end of September. So, and that has a Last Jedi pop in it, I believe. I read. Probably won't be exclusive, but it will be one that I will be able to review. However, that will be within the unboxing video. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I keep saying this and I keep rambling on. Thank you for watching. Let me know what you think of this awesome figure. Yeah, and I'll be comparing this to the basic range whenever the review is up. So thanks for watching and goodbye.